This week on It's Happening Out.
Speak around the world.
Yeah, no thanks, homie. I got enough anxiety just trying to handle what's going on inside my brain this week.
All my life been so polite, 'cause I'm just...
It's all happening out tonight. With your hosts, gay guru Al Ferguson, lesbian activist FayWhat, pansexual leather daddy Elimination, drag queen and comedian Auntie Mame, Latino muscle bear Jonathan Casañas, Gen Z political advocate Max Fenning, Gen Z bear and actor Cameron Glass, leadership coach and leather sir Mark Pettitt, Indo-Caribbean artist Trinidadi, Muslim American communications exec Kal Gajraj. It all starts right now, live on It's Happening Out.
Well, good evening and welcome to It's Happening Out, the world's most popular live gay television talk show. We're broadcasting live and then we're available on demand on Roku, Apple Television, Android TV, Amazon Fire Television, and of course, YouTube and Facebook. It's 9 p.m., Wednesday, July 26th, 2023, and I'm your host, Al Ferguson. Hotspots Magazine, Happening Out Television Network, is a nonprofit 501c3 media company in the same model of PBS and NPR, but for the LGBTQ plus community. Our mission is to support the 10 pillars of the LGBTQ plus community. We want to inform and educate on the key issues of our Black community, Latino, lesbian, trans, students and youth, seniors, HIV/AIDS, healthcare, business, social activism, and faith. Help us support our community. So let's have some fun. TikTok has become the top source for viral content on the internet. You can find everything from recipes, hot guys, and vacation clips. And nothing says vacation like a cruise on Virgin Voyages. Virgin has been an iconic supporter of the LGBTQ plus community and your number one choice of an LGBTQ plus vacation experience. Value is the word. A value they deliver with being an adult-only cruise, Wi-Fi included, 20 plus eateries included, tips included, and essential drinks included. That's value. And their values are also self-evident. Virgin Voyages fights for equality and the right to be seen, heard, and included. So whether an LGBTQ plus cruise charter, Pride Month celebrations, or countless sponsorships of our charities and nonprofits. This is why Virgin Voyages is part of our best TikTok of the week. So each week we will show you our favorite TikTok video. And our favorite TikTok of the week is when you watch It's Happening Out after Queer News Tonight by Squeezy for Real.
Here's what happened this week around the world.
Yeah, no thanks, homie. I got enough anxiety just trying to handle what's going on inside my brain this week.
Is he doing?
Hey, what are you doing?
I don't even know. Is he doing that with his mouth on purpose?
I think so.
Oh.
I don't even know. What was that?
We're all like, what the hell did he have? Like, what was he
Can someone
drinking?
put some closed captioning on that so I know what the F he said? Like,
Yeah, like English.
yeah, that.
That.
Like that.
Any other thoughts?
Well, he does say on there, he's like, oh, I'm sick of all this. I can't watch the news. But when you scroll back on his TikTok, he is a bit of an activist. He did a whole video with Trixie Mattel talking about how drag gets the rap for pedophilia, and really it's the churches in his experience. He's a bit more articulate than he lets on.
So he doesn't talk like that for real.
You really?
No, he kind of just not that exaggerated.
He's the white Trini.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So,
I think Trini is the white Trini. So there's that.
okay. All right. All right. Before we leave the dock with TikTok, let's think about the best place to make your next video, and that's a Virgin Voyages cruise.
Come on,
come on, chameleon. You come and go, you come and go. Love will be easy because I like my dream. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green.
Thank you, Virgin Voyages. All right. Who else besides me needs a shot?
Hell yeah.
Let's play our yes or no game called I'd Swallow That. I'm going to make 4 statements, and if the hosts agree, they take the shot. I'd Swallow That is sponsored by the LGBTQ community's favorite spirit brand. Bacardi is the world's most loved rum brand. Bacardi is as diverse as our LGBTQ plus community. Our neighbors right here in South Florida, they are the world's largest privately held spirits company. Bacardi is also a legacy name in their support of the LGBTQ plus community with sponsorships, pride embracements, and deep and passionate support of our LGBTQ plus charities and causes. And that's why tonight, It's Happening Out plays I'd Swallow That with our favorite rum drink, Bacardi. Here we go. All right, our first question. He's been teasing us with sexy snippets and thirst traps for nearly a month now. But 28-year-old pop star Troye Sivan's new single, Flush, is finally here with a horny, high-energy music video to match. From the jump, the video for Rush is unapologetically queer, sex-charged, and maximalist in all of the best ways.
I feel the rush. Addicted to your touch. Big communication, tell me what you want. Chasing your vibration, let your body talk to me, baby love. If you wanna show me why you've been scheming up, if you wanna.
Question 1. With a Bacardi shot, I'd swallow that. Troye Sivan's new video for Rush has me celebrating being horny on Maine.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the shot anyway.
Because you just want to drink.
I'll drink with you, but not for that.
You just love the Bacardi. That's why.
Yeah.
Whoa, nice, like that. And you know that, and Jonathan's drinking the Bacardi straight up. He's got no mixer today because he felt it was going to be that kind of a show.
Yeah. So far it is.
And so far it is. So is his name Troy?
Troy
Okay, so
Sivan.
I've never heard of you.
Sivan.
I'm so like Sivan.
Well, okay. All right. All right. Let's split that hair. Yes.
Troy
Okay.
Sivan.
Go ahead.
Okay, so never heard of you before in my life. You know, you are famous in your own house. You know what I mean? Because I have no idea who you are. But when I put on that video, I was dancing. I was, you know, and so I'm not going to gauge my musical nose, right, on a song or an artist being good. So I texted Alex Ferber. I texted all the DJs, Mark Hunter. I asked him if his DJs were playing it, and they're all playing a remix of it. So if it's being played at Hunter's, then it must be good.
That's right. Exactly right.
That's it.
So I kind of fell in love, very much like you never heard of. I was like, let me just see it. Let me dive into this. So kudos to the stylist. I love the fact that the queer folks were actually having fun. I love that he had queer folks in the bathroom, look like a bathroom together, where it wasn't, you know, in our culture, men can't go to the bathroom with women, and there's a fear of that. But he had me hooked at the booty slap.
Yeah.
The booty slap had me hooked from
The
beginning.
nice red ass, you liked it, right? That red ass, you liked it.
Oh my God.
Well, he must have hit the ass 20 times for 20 takes.
Jonathan, I'm curious. This is not your profile. This is not your sexy.
No, I guess not.
All right. So it's not your sexy. So what do you think about this video?
No, I thought it was cool. Listen,
You're a music guy. You sing.
Yeah. The song is great. I know why they're playing remixes of it because it's very catchy, but it's also easy to be in the circuit party and circuit atmosphere with. The video is a lot.
What is a lot?
It's
Define that.
exciting. Oh, it's just it pushes a lot of boundaries. Like it's not
out there.
Yeah. I think it's beyond the Lil Nas X Devil video.
Well, there it is. Now that's where I was trying to push you to. I want to compare and contrast to Lil Nas because like the shower scene of Lil Nas's video, similar. That is certainly Troy is following that model.
Yeah.
But this is done in a completely different way. It doesn't feel like Lil Nas in any way.
No.
Do we like
Well,
that?
it feels a lot of production with Lil Nas, right? This feels like someone had an iPhone and they put it up, in a shower scene or some sort of pool scene.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like it was premeditated.
So I think it's really interesting that, people are, talking about how sexy this is and so on. But then when Sam Smith does the same thing, in his music video, he's fat shamed for doing it. Is it just because that Troy is a skinny little twink?
Yes.
That's sexy?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, you're done.
Basically.
There it is.
I think
Yes, done.
it does take it beyond the Sam Smith, the Madonna, the Lil Nas X, because to me it really highlights the kind of the faded experience of being a little bit drunk and a little bit stoned. And I think for that reason, it actually is kind of a turn on because it brings you back to that. I don't know if that's putting out the best
Because
sexy
you have to
message
be
that
in
we
an
could
induced
have.
state.
Why is that?
Because it's people are inebriated, they're high, and
But weren't you at that age?
But-
I was.
well, yeah, that's why the video turns me on.
And
But
it
I
was
just
real. It was very real. So you
Yeah.
can go to any club and see folks dancing, gyrating. You see some jocks floating around. You can see
Gyrating.
You see gyrating. You see some kisses. So to your point, the video production is very different. This looks a little bit more realistic. That we all can be like, I remember that moment where I saw that person and that rush came over my body.
Any big circuit party, insert name here. I was going to name some, but I won't do that. Insert circuit party name here. That's exactly what goes on.
yeah.
Okay, well, then there's a whole cadre of people that are going to love this.
Yeah,
Oh, for sure.
of course,
For
yeah.
sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
Super catchy.
Last question. Does this set him on the road like early Justin Bieber? Does this set him on the road of going, wait, he has the potential of having that kind of resonance in LGBT first, especially among gay men and broad community. This shows a style that if he's loyal to it, will have great success, like a Justin Bieber early. Now, I'm talking about 10 years ago. Do you think?
Well, yeah, because with the social media age that we have right now with, clicks and likes and shares, like it just becomes a phenomenon.
Yeah.
So you just become famous online.
Yeah.
And so he's going to be headlining Pride next year.
Do y'all, there it
I
is.
love it.
Do y'all
Yes.
agree with that?
I agree with
Yeah.
that. I agree with that.
He's hitting all the buttons. Like, he
Yeah.
has everyone featured in that video.
And I just one last connection to the observation of my question and y'all connecting the dots. Whether we know a lot about Troy, this video is receiving huge click.
Oh, yeah.
I
So
see that.
not being well known, he's smashing it.
Completely. It means nothing that he's not well known. Okay, the song is catchy. It reminds me of another song. I think it probably reminds everybody else of another song. And that right there brings you in. It
there
makes
it
you
is.
go, oh, this is a likable song. I've heard this song before, even if you haven't.
Who didn't take the
I
shot?
love it.
We took it just to
We were taking
I think
it.
it's also luck, man. There's a ton of these videos out there, like Vincent from California who won the 4 with DJ Khaled and all that. Like he's been doing this. He's got better music. He's not as famous right now, and I think it's just
It's a lot of luck. It's
Yeah.
a lot of
But
luck.
look at Cosmo. Look how Cosmo got involved and
Also
how got
that.
big, very much at the same level. So I can see him being.
Are you talking about like ice cream truck? And that is
that
that who you're
guy,
talking about?
Cosmo.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, an ice cream. Okay. All right. Well, that's our first.
All right, she knows
Next, Bob, drag
I
queen.
know my shit.
We're getting ready to shade some people. Bob the drag queen, Eureka, and Shangela are set to sashay away from HBO's We're Here. Now the show is welcoming 3 crowned queens to its drag family. RuPaul's Drag Race Season 12 champ and legendary legend All-Star 7 competitor Jada Essence Hall. The first ever winner of Canada's Drag Race, Priyanka, and published author Drag Race Season 9 victor Sasha Velour. Question 2. With a Bacardi shot, I'd swallow that. Goodbye, Eureka, Shangela, and Bob. I'm ready for Jada, Priyanka, and Sasha to take over We're Here.
Nope.
Yeah, why
I'm
not?
not drinking.
Yeah, I'll take the
Bullshit.
shot.
You know what? The show is going to tank. Enjoy it. I'm sorry. Eureka, Shangela, and Bob, you've got a perfect recipe for everything. You have everything covered. Their personality, their life experiences.
What do you think happened?
Who they are. Jada, like none of those
No
girls have that kind of personality. Like these 3 girls are the ones that you think about when you think about RuPaul's Drag Race and personality.
So what happened? Let's assume that your observation's right for discussion. What happened then? How could this decision be made? Why do you think it happened?
I mean, maybe because they think that we're going to watch anyway, so why not? Maybe they had this planned all along because, you know, RuPaul in his world of wonder, his world of crazy, and he could totally be like, okay, you're only going to have this for three seasons.
Well, what if
and or maybe they asked for more money and they were like, no, bitch, we got 3 other people that will do it for less money. Bye.
Ding,
you know what I
ding.
mean? All that
This is a
would be
cheaper
it.
cast.
Yeah,
So-
I'm not interested in any of these new girls, unfortunately.
I drank because I like the way they're developing the story of being stuck for 2 months, or, you know, diving into the 2 cities for a longer period of time. And those the 3 new girls have 3 new perspectives and 3 new voices as it exists in living in unique experiences. And so I think what they can do in those 2 months in one city is show how it feels to be a person of color, maybe from the wrong side of the tracks, and surviving in LGBT.
Let me challenge the observation. They're going to 2 cities for longer periods of time because it's cheaper. What do you think about that?
And it's going to be more boring. And like the episodes are going to be like drawn out, and you're like, oh, how long are we going to be at this person's house looking at them crochet? You know what I mean? Like,
no,
it's just
I think
like,
because they said they're going to dive into surviving and bringing drag into the
but they do
real
that
life.
now, Elimination.
But it's a quick snapshot. But I think
it's
we
an
never-
hour long.
But yeah, we see them do the transformation and they're out. So what I'm envisioning, what I'm hoping for, is that Jada can go in and meet with a queen who is now trying to figure out their way. And Jada can then utilize her life experience in those 2 months' time to not only build where the culture is,
Now,
let's take over the culture.
I got to call you out. And this is an example of how a straight point of view has interesting impact that it's happening out. LGBT elimination. LGBT has an attention span of this long. We don't want that. That's what you're hearing. We don't want 2 months or whatever it's going to be in that city because we'll get bored as all get out.
But what about those queens who want to find their way into drag but don't know how and stuck in the city that wherever they may go?
But this
Not my
is
problem.
Watch
Dragula.
But have you watched the show?
Some
Because
other
it's
time.
not about getting into drag. So, and the audience for the show is not necessarily the LGBTQ community. It's on HBO Max. Well, Max now.
Max.
You know, and I'm all for, and I took the shot, I'm all for new queens coming in and hosting it because in 2023, we have so many new RuPaul Drag Race queens now. You know, and of course, you know, Shangela costs something now. Eureka costs something now.
They're
you know, Bob's
breeding
Drag-
like cockroaches.
they're, you know, so we have so many now to give other people the
Give them another
opportunity.
show, Cal. Give them
But
don't
they
give
have
them
other
one here.
opportunities. They have other
That's where
opportunities
I'm
to
at.
do it. But
Yeah.
I don't think
You
that
don't have
saying
to
that the
come on.
show's going
Here
to tank is
the
fair.
top
I don't think it's a fair
Go ahead,
observation.
John. I think go ahead.
No, I think there's some truth to what Faye is saying, and that's weird because she's never real. But I think 3 seasons is not enough. I think when you're trying to get like a brand or I don't know a franchise,
Queer Eye. Como
like Queer Eye.
You would have changed that
But-
shit after season 3.
No, I would have been pissed. And like they did it after like 7 or some crazy number, and I think that's where they should have kept going. And I think there's something to do with Eureka. No, I think there's something to do with Eureka and her timing, and Shangela as well as her availability because now she's getting booked for everything. So I think there's a lot more to it. Shangela
Wait,
did.
don't you think that they would have held Shangela if they paid what they needed to hold Shangela?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well
that's what you had to do, right?
There's the answer.
Yeah.
Of those 6 names, and please forgive me, they're all great. I took the shot too. I welcome the 3 new queens. But of those 6 names, in all due respect, the girl that was in the box repeatedly in the early seasons is the champion of those 6 names.
Yeah.
And now she is so hot that if they don't pay for that hotness,
Yeah, but so
they
is
don't
Bob.
keep her.
And the thing with Eureka now transitions. So now it's a trans woman that's going to be going around the country. So it's a little bit different of an angle there. I think it's going to be tougher for them to go into some of these communities. And she's also a recovering addict, and she was having trouble and she was struggling with her sobriety.
You're buying the storyline. I'm talking
That's the
about
storyline I created.
Yes, exactly.
But
I'm just trying to.
legit, too.
I believed you there for about
No, it's real
8
though.
seconds. But at the end of the day, Shangela is the marquee name
Sure,
here
yeah.
because of what she's doing. Dancing with the Stars just propelled her to a whole different
Entirely
level.
different level.
And they lose her.
Again, come to my side, Al.
I'm
just
saying.
did.
Oh my goodness,
Okay,
Faye's
now-
right.
now-
There we are.
I'm
Okay.
not I'm
Sorry.
growing up.
There we go. All right. Just like LGBTQ plus on Will to Drive, we seem to be taking a lot of shots. Let's take a momentary break to hear from our sponsor, Bacardi Rum. Well, next, we love heading to the best gay beaches in the world and showing off one of the many gay swimwear brands we love. Some of the best gay men's swimmer brands you can use at the next party are, let's run through them. Andrew Christian, Addicted, Garcon Model, Collection, Toff Paris, Charlie by Matthew Zink, Modus Vivendi, and JJ Malibu, among many others. Question 3. With a Bacardi shot, I'd swallow that. It's pool party season, and I have a favorite swimwear brand that I love to show off. Anybody love their swimwear? Taking the shot?
I have an entire freaking drawer of swimwear.
What a surprise.
Wait, did Mark just say I'm the gayest person at the table?
You really did.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, we didn't
Autographs
say
after
that
the
was a
show.
compliment.
I did. That's enough.
So you have a drawer full.
Yes, and like no straight man is like, oh, it's in my bathing suit drawer. I don't think a straight man has ever said that. We love our bathing suits and getting to show off a little bit.
Yeah, I use my drawer for my strap-ons, so no. All right. The thing is, pool parties freaking suck. Okay, you look cute for 1 minute. For 1 minute, you look cute. All of a sudden, your makeup is down here, your titties out the bathing suit, you're sweating to death. People are trying to hug on you and shit. It is no. I'm done with pool parties for the rest of the
And
Until the next one.
Faye hosted at Girls in Wonderland in Orlando, and I went to that pool party. And oh, by the way, as I've always, and I say it repeatedly, they had the best pool party in Orlando that week. But so many of the girls, clearly, they wouldn't be drinking this because they basically didn't have bathing suits on at the girls'
That's
party.
how we like it.
And
Thank you
that's
very
what
much.
they
What they
were.
wearing?
Right?
Nothing.
They're
Nothing.
wearing
Pasties
nothing.
or like
I drink to that. That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was
That's what I was
thinking.
like. That's what I was wondering where you were going with that, because I was like, yeah, you shouldn't be wearing like a face full of makeup. You should definitely wear something
Jonathan,
that.
you represent a certain body type. Where are you on pool parties and swimwear?
I love pool parties. I also have a drawer with swimwear. I'm not going to name any brand because some of them pay me and some of them don't.
Oh.
So I refuse to name others.
Oh, so you're a RuPaul queen.
So do you get the size smaller to make you look bigger?
No, but there is something about shape and how it fits your form. Like I don't like a pamper, so I don't wear a diaper-sized swim trunk, if you will. I do like a little snug, but not too much on the side. 'Cause that's where my love handles begin to go like this. But I do like the see-through ones, the one that can show a little bit of VPL, just a tiny bit, followed by maybe
I'm sorry, a little bit of
VPL.
VPL means.
Visible penis line.
Thank you. I knew what VPL was.
I'm so glad that you're the one that said it, though.
I know. Y'all know we're doing a television show. I'm not sure y'all know.
Please, like Cal, be the one that says it. Please,
Just in case if you didn't know.
Like not too
Get it.
much, but not like just enough. And then also you can maybe accessorize that with a cock ring, just a
Okay.
soft one,
Okay.
so that it hangs just nicely. So if you go into a cold pool and you come out, you're still
Nice.
well,
Buffy.
It's all about accessories. It's all about accessories.
And elimination, visible penis line. Where are you on this subject?
I'm all for that. It's always about the cut. You can't the trunk cut versus the thong is never an option. I'm never going to show my hind parts in the pool.
Your what?
My hind part area, my butt.
Your
hot and pop.
Hot pots.
My hind parts.
My hind
So,
pots.
Hind pots.
The hind.
Is that Jewish? What is that?
Oh, hind pots.
I think is that Jewish? Like, I can't tell. I was like,
Right.
what?
Lime.
Did he just speak Hebrew? What?
You all met
It was
the country.
really weird coming from a black man. Like, it was really weird.
Well, there are black Jews. I mean,
They are.
All
So
right.
when you were young, your mother would beat you in your hind parts. But so yes, trunk size matter with a little cock ring, or just throw caution to the
You
wind.
wear a little cock ring. That's what I've heard.
There's no such thing as a little cock ring
No
for you,
such
sir.
thing. Well, there is. I mean,
They stretch.
they stretch, but it's all about the fit. It's
Yeah.
all about how it accentuates the body and accents your good parts.
Do you wear Speedos? Do you wear like trunks? Like little
the trunk?
I have never seen you at a
Hello.
pool party. Do you go to pool parties?
Because Caucasian folks don't often invite black folks. Black folks don't.
You walk so into
Wait. It's
like you've never met.
Wait, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop because your joke was better than my joke. So I'm just
But because
stopping.
it's true. We went on the 4th of July cruise, and the whole entire time I'm like, what are you looking at, Elimination? I'm trying to look at where the lifeguards are, where the lifesavers are, where this is that, because I can't swim. I was like, oh, wow.
But I look good at a pool party. This melanin looks
Far away from the pool.
Melanin looks great at a pool party. Did you just say black looks good at a pool party?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. All right. So, and by the way, do y'all know Andrew Christian has an entire line of cock ring embracing swimwear?
Really?
They have swimwear where the cock
AC on
ring
it? Like on the
is
side?
in the
Or does it
bathing
say
suit.
AC?
And the cock ring is in the bathing suit to lift and pull.
Absolutely.
And
Like a
it's-
push-up bra for your penis.
Exactly right.
I love
That's
that.
exactly.
Boys,
Andrew
I-
Christian invented it. I call out Andrew Christian and say, that was genius for some of the people
didn't
at the
invent
table
that.
that needed
He
that.
didn't invent that.
He did,
But he's making money off it, so kudos, Andrew Christian.
I was letting Al, Al has to be the guy who knows it all. I was going to let him have his moment, but thank you for stopping that. Yeah.
All right. You say that like it's not
Well,
true.
they can reach
All
out
right.
to me and send
Next.
We can try it out. Yes.
Send
Next.
samples.
I'm gonna save it.
Next. While it's the tall, dark,
trying.
and handsome men who usually get the swipes on Tinder, it turns out there's more to these pint-sized guys than meets the eye. A study from New York University found that not only do short men have more sex, but they're also 32% less likely to divorce their partner. Now, we're not quite sure why, but it's a fact. It seems like we've considered short people before. We love the 80s.
Yes, indeed.
All right, question 4. With a Bacardi shot, I'd swallow that. People say that short people are better at sex because they have to try harder. My experiences say this is true.
Oh, wow. Really?
Huh.
Really?
Interesting.
What short person have you fucked, Al?
You can drink to that.
Because
I'm going to drink to it anyways.
Wait, Jonathan is going to get off of his booster seat and give you his argument.
Oh my
That is-
God.
Wow.
I brought the phone book so I can sit on it, and also so I can smack all of you.
Do you know, this is true. When we started It's Happening Out, we had a booster seat.
For Cindy Brown. Didn't we? For another
In our regular cast, we had a cast member that we had to put in a booster seat because we didn't want to reveal it because you would know, but they sat on a booster seat.
Let me tell you, we do have to work a little harder. You know why? Because that 300-pound big bear that I'm standing up against, I have to lift up like this for me to get inside. So sure, maybe we work a little harder, but everyone is just as tall laying down. Absolutely.
That is
So
true.
how tall are you?
Don't worry about that.
Laying down, he's about
Because-
this
no, I
tall.
only asked because
He's tall enough.
I only asked because in the story
Tall enough.
they quantify short men as under 5'9".
So that's all of you.
Oh, this side of the table.
However, I took the shot because there's a certain flexibility that comes with being with a short person. You can flip them and you kind of push the knees and do some ties.
Oh my
and
God,
knots and
for
things.
sure.
And it's kind of sexy when you can hit a spot with a short person and their voice
You can hit
changes.
every spot with the
changes.
dick that you have.
It
What are you talking
changes.
about?
I'm curious. We
No,
talk
no, it
about
totally
talk about gay men all the time. Let's focus our
Faye.
attention on Faye.
So,
Faye
work for
is
you?
6'4".
I am not
When
6'4". In my heels, I'm probably about
Who is she,
6'2",
an
6'3",
avatar?
Right?
She's a glamazon.
You've seen that blue
my
bitch in
gosh.
Avatar,
Yeah.
right? Oh, that's
Well, that's
Faye.
me.
Oh, wow.
With heels, I'm about like 6'2". Okay, and most of my conquests have been shorter, so I guess they have to scale my ass or whatever the fuck, you know.
You see your
But
conquests?
my conquest.
Yeah.
The fuck? What?
Toxic lesbian masculinity.
Ah!
Bam!
But
Oh
why?
my gosh! Wait.
Why did you stop me
wait,
there, John?
Let's
Like-
pause a moment
Oh,
and let
Jesus.
that comment
Okay.
digest, because that's coming into our blooper reel.
I mean, it's the truth. I had this one Asian. I'll just flip her around and like throw her up.
I mean, it's Spain.
Now, if
Jolene, call me, mama.
if
Like,
I said that tomorrow, the hate mail would be this high.
it's my truth.
it's
My truth.
But I mean, I'm 5'10", and I don't consider myself short, but I know that when we're at all these events and galas and stuff, I have to be on my tippy toes when I stand next to Faye in her heels because she is like 6-something.
Yeah. Well, you should bring your own stool.
Or your own heels.
My own heels.
There you go.
I did wear heels once when I dated a woman who was 5'10", And they
Like
weren't
the
heels.
heels
they were
are
like,
inserts.
They were like platforms.
Okay.
Like little cowboy shoes.
And I had to break up with her because I couldn't wear the same shoes.
Oh my God! I was so superficial. I couldn't wear the same
Yeah,
shoes.
so it wasn't that you were
out she
being.
went.
It wasn't that you were gay. It was that you would have to wear the same
I
shoes,
wasn't
which
fully
should have
gay
been a
yet. I was still
clue.
eating and munching carpet, but I changed my mind right after
All right.
that.
Now I ask you because you get to contribute because you're the representatives of the shoulders.
You checked a lot of boxes here. Oh my God.
We're all about representation.
Jonathan, are you
It's
tall
happening
enough to ride this ride?
Let's just say I could play with your nipples standing up.
So, bottom line, we're going to give you the last comment.
Sure.
Do short people do better at sex than taller people?
Yeah.
And why?
Tall people do not have the agility or the flexibility to get where they need to get.
Yeah.
We can get into those crevices. You know what I mean?
Did your shoulders go up and
Go
get
right into where
got
we
in
need
it.
to go.
All right. The big muscle bear told us he's more flexible than everybody else. Got it. Okay. All right. Next. I wish the camera would have caught him spitting the water up. Next. Each week at It's Happening Out, we ask our host what is important to them. But the twist is that it must be in just 30 seconds or you hear that bell. We call this segment What's on Your Mind, and it's sponsored by Jet's Pizza. And I don't know if it's going to be FayWhat or JWhat who's going to be doing it this week.
You never
But,
know.
well, yeah, kind of. Jet's Pizza is the LGBTQ plus pizza of choice. What's on our mind is the deep dish Detroit-style pizza, or perhaps my favorite, the cauliflower thin crust. Jet's Pizza has been with It's Happening Out for 4 years, and their Bigger is Better campaign captured our attention. Of course, they're talking about the size of their slices. What did you think I was talking about? Jets supports a huge variety of LGBTQ plus events and nonprofits. With more than 400 locations nationwide, they're considered one of the best franchise opportunities in America. And that is why Jets Pizza is our sponsor of What's on My Mind. So let's find out. Elimination, let's start with you. What's on your mind this week?
Al, so I'm going to give you a whole bunch of ammunition today. You know, it's time that we hold folks accountable, and I'm going to hold myself accountable. This is why I hate making resolutions. Here we are in July. I did no self-help. I ain't been to the gym. I probably gained those 10 pounds you had sucked out of you when you went away. I probably found them. And so, you know, we have to check ourselves. And I had a couple conversations with some friends, like, how many resolutions have you kept? And a lot of folks made a whole bunch of, you know, talked all that crap in January, and we have to hold folks. So I'm stepping out on the table and saying, guys, I totally messed up. I did not keep my resolutions. I have a few months to try to catch up. I'm going to try, and I'm going to try to give you back your fat that you had sucked out because I'm over it. But
Wait, the resolution that I'm giving you extended time, the resolution that you didn't follow was your eating?
No, so I was going to get thinner. I was going to exercise more, get healthier, and do some mental health.
Yeah.
And my mental health has not gotten any better. I did not go in.
I didn't mean to laugh. It's like, how you say it? Like, my mental health has gotten no better. I'm fatter. I
got better. Like, that's, again, I'm giving, I prefaced this, but I'm giving you all the info.
You know,
you're coming
at the risk of attack, I'm going to age myself by going, wait, did I just have a one flew over the cuckoo's nest moment? I think I did. Kal Gajraj, what's on your mind this week?
So what's on my mind this week? The Bravo's Real Housewives of New York premiered this week, the new season, with an entirely new cast.
Yes. Thank God.
They've also introduced a queer housewife.
Oh, wow.
So Jenna Lyons, who was the president and creative director of J. Crew before in the past.
Right?
Yeah, she's a lesbian now. She was married back in the day when she was at J. Crew to a man, but now she's out and proud, and she's on the Real Housewives of New York.
How many episodes have you watched?
One.
Just one. And you liked it?
It just premiered this Sunday. It was a little boring to me because I love the original cast. You come to get to know them.
That's what gay guys do. I'm so loyal to it, even if it's bad. I'm
still gonna watch
Yeah,
it.
because I gotta watch it for the character development.
Yeah, right. Okay. And FayWhat? What's on your mind?
FayWhat? You know what's on my mind? Mangoes and mango season, all right? This is a beautiful mango from my beautiful tree, all right? Neighbors, I'm watching you. I know you're stealing my mangoes. Stop going to my front lawn and take my shit. So an Amazon package arrived and it had neighbor's name on it, right? You know what it was? It was a mango basket to steal my freaking mangoes.
I'm showing you
I see
invisible
you.
portions of the mango on the green stick.
Stop eating my mangoes. I need to make mango pie, mango chutney, mango
pie?
salsa,
It's a
mango
lesbian thing.
bread. I need to make what?
Is anyone going to call Faye out for the lies she's telling right
You know
now?
I'm fucking. You know I'm
She
fucking
worked.
cook.
There is exactly. Am I the only truth teller here at It's Happening Out?
Oh, I thought that
It's time to move on. I cooked just fine.
Channel 7 News.
Oh my God, I'm looking at all of y'all going, wait, who's going to come in? Wait.
We can't.
Oh, I got it. All right. Jonathan Casañas, what's on your mind this week?
Well, I didn't have much on my mind, but that's what comes to me. You know, I've been trying to do like a sober month. You know, I really want to do that. I feel like I'm
Here, have another Bacardi shot.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Every time I come here, I take a shot, and then someone says, "Take a hit of this vape," and then I smoke weed. I can't stay sober for a fucking minute.
Life is really
So,
tough for
I don't know what's
Jonathan
going to happen with me, but it's definitely not going to be for 30 days.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
exactly. All right, there we go. And Mark Pettitt, what is on your mind this week?
Gay people, and specifically gay weddings. I've been asked to officiate my very first gay wedding. So I was watching yours like a hawk in New Mexico. And I thought my wedding was gay. This is going to be the gayest ever. They're doing a full RuPaul-style roast of everybody in the wedding party, a choreographed dance to the Scissor Sisters' Kiki, where we all have to know the choreography
We're
to it.
familiar with it. We've
Yes,
seen it.
and our outfits all need to
Sex and the
coordinate
City.
with Peacock.
Yeah.
Gay people, y'all are too much.
No,
I'm
said that
excited
for
about it, but that's what's
Gay
on my
people
mind.
are
This
just
a
simply
decade?
a decade. Too much. They're just absolutely too much. All right. And also on our mind is the great Jets Pizza.
Take a look around these streets. Do you really think we woke up one day and said, yeah, the world needs more pizza? Nah, just a better one. Better, like the world's best pizza, Jets Detroit style pizza. Hand pressed and baked to the thickest, crispiest crunch. You're welcome. Now visit jetspizza.com and save. Click on hot deals for special offers in your area. Jets, better because it has to be.
I swear to God, we've got to do an Untucked. All right. Our Hotspots magazine will celebrate 39 years this fall. 39. There's nobody even close to that in Florida. It has been documenting the LGBTQ plus lifestyle and is the inspiration of our Hotspots Queer Entertainment this week. And it's sponsored by the Broward Center for Performing Arts. Now, we remind you, in the LGBTQ plus community, we always make jokes about size matters. When it comes to Broward Center, however, size does matter. The Broward Center is the destination of choice for LGBTQ plus South Florida for spectacular entertainment in large varieties of performance venues. Broward Center ranks among the top 10 most visited theaters in the world, presenting more than 700 performances a year to more than 700,000 patrons. And Broward Center supports one of the world's largest gay communities of Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, and really all of South Florida. They support that LGBTQ plus community and our nonprofits unlike any theater in South Florida. We are excited to tell you about many of the upcoming shows. And did you know that surveys show that the LGBTQ plus community participates in live theater performance 2.5 times more often than our straight counterparts? And that is why they are the sponsor of Hotspot's Queer Entertainment this week. Here we go. We are just days away from the release of Greta Gerwig's Barbie. My gosh, I can't get away from Barbie anywhere. The film's latest track, I'm Just Ken, featuring Gosling's voice as has been revealed. The song highlights Ken's emotional turmoil as he struggles to open up about his feelings for Barbie. The song goes, quote, "Doesn't seem to matter what I do. I'm always number two," end quote. And you wonder what the number two is all about. The song is clearly about being in the friend zone. All right, we'll go with that. Gay men everywhere are uniting for Ken. It is the latest track on the star-studded album of Barbie. Artists featured on the album including Dance the Night by Dua Lipa, Barbie World by Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice, Barbie Dreams by 50/50, and Callie, including Billie Eilish's What Was I Made For, among many others.
I just don't know who I am without you.
You're Ken.
But it's Barbie and Ken. There is no just Ken.
Doesn't seem to matter what I do. I'm always number two. No one knows how hard I tried. Oh, I have feelings that I can't explain. They're driving me insane. All my life been so polite, 'cause I'm just kidding. Anywhere else I'd be a 10. Is it my destiny to live and die a life of blonde fragility? I'm just kidding. Where I see love, she sees a friend. What will it take for her to see the man behind the tent and fight for me? I'm just kidding, and I'm enough, and I'm great at doing stuff. So hey, check me out, yeah, I'm just kidding, baby. I'm just kidding. I'll see you on the Malibu beach.
The Hotspots Queer Entertainment this week is Barbie is out, and Gay America cheers Ryan Gosling's trying to break out with Just Ken. What did we think?
It's
Barbie.
so emotional.
Yes.
Did it touch you?
Is it a life of blonde
Get
fragility?
yourself together.
Oh, this is going to be such a gay anthem with the whole "I'm enough on my own" thing.
I can see the glisten in your eyes.
Oh my God.
It's honest.
That was
Wait.
painful, but watching him
That's a crystal
sing,
method.
watching him sing is even more painful than watching that.
You see him
I
singing
was over
along?
here.
No, wait,
He was
what-
singing along. Like,
Yes.
I'm
Wait.
over here like
Excuse
dying
me,
inside,
worse
like-
than Jonathan?
Worse than I was over here minding my business.
Wow, you just came for you.
You know, the gays are
He can come for me all he wants. I'm not coming back. That's for sure.
But
Al, what are you doing, Al?
I'm Ryan Gosling in my head.
oh my gosh, I got stuck between the two. What the hell is going on here?
Wow.
You're in your own
Well,
Barbie
first
nightmare.
off,
Yes.
even if we dismiss his singing, now, first off, it's kind of a joke that he's singing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We know that, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about him flexing. Wasn't that hot?
Oh,
Wasn't
of
chest
course,
plate, right? That chest
yeah,
plate
no,
they're going
definitely.
I just
Chest
that's-
plate.
Come on. That's not, I mean, come on. Listen, I wouldn't have picked Ryan Gosling for this
You
movie.
would not have?
I would have picked Ryan Gosling during The Notebook 15 years ago,
Thank
maybe.
you.
Not this Ryan Gosling.
Holy shit.
Oh my God, put Justin Bieber. Despacito. That would have been a
Yes.
dope person to
Yes,
put
absolutely.
in.
Yes.
I don't see it. It doesn't.
How
doesn't.
dare you?
They're all too
How
old.
You're
dare
right. They're
you.
all
my
too
gosh.
old.
You
They're all
wretched
old as
woman.
shit.
Hold
I'm
on.
sorry.
You,
I agree.
I'm echoing.
Margot,
you
I like.
wretched
I
woman.
agree. Guess what? When I saw him do the flex, all I saw was a bad hair, and I looked over at Al, and I'm like, damn, what the hell is it? What am I looking at? What the fuck is
No, but it's true. I was like, yeah, I feel like they're a little too old to play Barbie. and
No,
Ken.
like-
Ryan Gosling in The Notebook
Really?
would have worked out better.
You're-
you
How old
know?
do you think he is?
He's
Production?
Yeah,
How old is
please
Ryan
help us
Gosling?
on how old Ryan Gosling.
But does it matter?
He's
30s by now, right?
He
Who
looks
cares?
like, listen,
Yeah.
he looks like that old guy in
First
the club
off,
with the chains.
here's
You know
the
what I
truth.
mean? The old guy.
Ryan
42,
Gos-
42-year-old Ken.
But who cares? He's got a beautiful penis.
You've seen his what? Are they showing his
It
penis?
looks like a vagina. Do you like that?
Exactly. Yeah, and thus is why.
No.
Did you play
Someone
with
hit the bell.
Barbies? Did you
Yeah.
play with? You were too old. You were too old.
First off, let's talk broadly. Barbie. Is it going to be the smash of the
Yes.
summer?
Yes,
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
absolutely.
It's already-
yeah.
It already is. Yes.
The smash of the summer.
Listen, gays
Not
want to
because of
see
the
it. Kids want to see it. Everybody wants to see it.
Yeah.
There are gay parties next week
Yep.
all over America that have bought theaters out that are going. Now, there's nothing gay about it. Gosling came out and said, I love the LGBTQ community, but none of the Kens are gay. He prepares everybody to go, okay, you can fantasize about having sex with me, but I'm not gay. None of the Kens
Did he
are
say
gay.
that for real?
He did say that. But he's a big supporter of
No, I know, but
Oh, what, all those freaking fur coats and everything. He's not gay. Are you fucking sure?
That's not going to stop me.
That's
Dressed like paparazzi?
Good luck,
Serious?
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, I'm still gonna
Well, Michael Cera,
The genius of the film
Yeah.
that this is not a gay film, and the gay community already is going, Oh Lord, we are coming out in droves.
So imagine we acted out our sexuality with Barbie and Ken as kids. You know what I mean? Like, Barbie and Skipper were getting it on the whole entire time at my house. You know what I mean? And they were like trying to keep it away from Ken.
Yeah.
That's how it was.
Ken and G.I. Joe.
We can all relate and go back to our childhood when we had
and they were fabulous. You could make them fabulous. A car, dream house, like she had a motorhome. She had all these things where we couldn't be fabulous. She could be fabulous.
Yes, Barbie was everything. Barbie was the woman that could be a doctor, an astronaut, everything she could do.
I have just learned in Mark's household that G.I. Joe was topping Ken. Is that what I've just learned?
They were versatile.
They were reversed.
They were reversed.
I can't believe I tell you. I had a partner at one time that we had a tough time communicating when the other one was ready for sex. Because as the bottom, you got to be kind of ready and know that the other person's into it.
Ready.
So we had a G.I. Joe and a Ken, and if you were into it that day, you would put the arm up, and then the other person would know, okay, you go get ready. And so you didn't have to talk about it, and it just happened.
Can't you just
Mark, how about just texting him? You want to fuck?
Why is
Like, Mark, that is some weird white people shit. That is weird white people shit.
I knew I should have told you.
Hey, yo quiero cingar hoy.
Vamos, estoy ahí. Done, real quick. No toys involved. Nothing.
I am not going to shame Mark for that because Elimination did that just last week with his game.
But instead of the arm, instead of Barbie's arm standing up, it was his penis. Like, I want to have sex tonight.
Right. Oh wait, I've got to ask: are we excited about seeing Barbie?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna see it, but I'm not excited.
I'm gonna see it just because I'm.
You're going with the party to go see it.
Wait. No, I'm going with friends. That's why I'm going. If not, I wouldn't see it. I don't really give a shit.
No, I'm not going.
Margot,
I am not going.
Seriously?
He's like, I'm not spending $16.
Margot Robbie is going to be genius in this role.
I've seen everything that she's in.
Her outfit.
Oh my God!
I've seen everything that she's in.
Barbie.
Oh, she's going to be
Barbie.
genius in this role. Wait,
Look, he doesn't even know who plays Barbie. Did you hear that? Mr. I can't wait to see Barbie.
I saw her name on the screen.
I knew that.
It's because her hand going up is not important. To Mark. Wait.
Irrelevant.
Let me ask it this way. The fact that they could do something this campy, think 5 years ago, 10 years ago, this movie is impossible 5 years ago or 10 years ago because it would be a laughing stock. The director, the production, the visual, and the acting and the music.
But we haven't
going
seen
to
it
come
yet.
together. Well, and you don't think that that's going to be true?
No, I think some of it's going to be like, remember what's that movie that was doing this?
Mamma Mia?
What?
No. So I
With
think
Will Ferrell?
Hairspray. So in my mind, Hairspray.
Yeah, not
Hairspray. Like this, it can't be like Hairspray.
That's how corny this is going to be.
You think?
I don't think it's going to be that corny.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So on our next episode, when we're back together,
Yeah.
that's assuming you come back.
No, I won't. I
If
will
you
not be
come back, if you come back, I'm going to challenge you. on
Okay.
that. And then I'm going to go. Now, what do you think?
It still sucked. That's what everyone's gonna say.
No. I'm very
He's gonna
fair.
be crying.
I'm very fair. Like we could have talked about a bunch of movies, but we always just let it go and let it ride. But if we want to recap and do this, let's do it.
If y'all do that, I will join. I will.
All right. Now watch.
Okay.
You're going to watch the movie. Okay.
If we do,
We're
going
going
Saturday.
to have a
going
gathering
Saturday,
of it.
Production, make sure
Wait.
that it's in next week's.
Let me give you an example of how gay this movie is. In the premiere day of this, the Bears of South Florida have bought out the AMC Dining Theater here in Wilton Manors for a complete buyout of the film. And it's a social event for the Bears of South Florida. And I love that. But all of these bears are going to get together and throw their popcorn in the air going, oh my gosh.
It's just not the group that you expect to like rent out the whole place.
I think we're not sensitive. We're sensitive
Very
creatures.
sensitive there.
Okay.
You think we have fashion sense?
We're
We have fashion sense.
gonna get back together.
Not about you.
I predict right now it's gonna crush, and I
Too easy.
can't wait to crush you two and be.
You already have.
I
Was
got
that
lost
a whole
in your belly
crack
button
that
that
just
one.
happened? Was that a whole crack that just
Okay.
happened?
Wait. Here we're
We all
ready.
get silent.
Careful,
We all
that
get
looks like Hitler. Be careful.
Right. Okay,
We'll do
And
this.
speaking of hotspots queer entertainment, here's a quick glimpse of the venues that are part of the Broward Center.
The Broward Center for the Performing Arts, Parker Playhouse, Aventura Arts and Cultural Center, Rose and Alfred Miniachi Performing Arts Center. 4 venues that together bring a wealth of excitement to our community through the performing arts. The Broward Center for the Performing Arts is the center for world-class live entertainment, arts education, special events, dining, and more.
Well, thank you, Broward Center for the Performing Arts. Next, we are proud of our special partnership with Sunshine Cathedral. It's the world's largest queer church right here in Fort Lauderdale. And supporting that partnership, we are broadcasting from our permanent set here at the Sunshine Cathedral at the Happening Out Television Studios. We broadcast Sunshine Cathedral's Sunday International Service at 10:30 a.m. every week. Next, let's have a playful conversation about sex. Like that's something new. It's happening out.
Can't do it.
And we're going to play with our game called Shag, Marry, Chop. It's sponsored by Andrew Christian. AC is the world's most recognized sexy fashion brand for men. Iconic names like Trophy Boy, fashion wear, swimsuits, and underwear are just the start of Andrew Christian. It was founded and dedicated to the LGBTQ plus community. Andrew was selected as this year's prestigious Out 100. Very interesting that Andrew Christian has become a status symbol for straight men wanting to adopt the style of the queer community and what we represent. The brand support of our LGBTQ plus community is unparalleled through pride events, major parties, our charities, and so much more. He's traveling all over America to support us. Andrew Christian's presence in pop culture, entertainment, trending video content, and so much more is why Andrew Christian is our sponsor of Shag, Marry, Chop. Okay, here we go. LGBTQ plus celebrity relationships. They seem to be ending left and right. Here are the hottest celebs freshly on the market. How did we turn this negative into something sexy? But we accomplished it. Our choices are Latin pop icon Ricky Martin, star of Cinderella and Pose, Billy Porter, and model and social media influencer Nikki Champa. All right, so let's play Shag, Marry, Chop. We'll enjoy the pain that they're going through. Cal, let's start with you. Who are you going to jump on first?
So I think I'm going to shag Nikki because he just looks young, dumb, and full of cum. So I think that's just, just to get that out of the way.
Cal.
Wow, Cal. I love it when he's like this. Double drinks, I love it.
Yes, I love it. Wow.
So I'm going to marry Ricky Martin because now that he's available now, so that'll be, a childhood dream come true. And plus he bangs, so it's a plus.
I knew somebody would get that in. He bangs.
It's a plus. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to chop Billy Porter because I find him extremely annoying. I couldn't stand to have a conversation with him or hear his voice. Like I couldn't stay married to him. Like that would just not work.
Yeah. As we move on, I just want to characterize each of the choices that we're doing. Let's talk about Ricky Martin for a moment. Is Ricky Martin, in the relationships that he has been in, and we know he'll find love again, or at least he'll find Grindr.
Or his nephew.
Oh my God.
Cal, stop drinking right now, sir.
My God.
No more, you're cut off.
I'm just going to put my mouth closed.
But it's the truth, you never know.
Like Pitch Perfect.
Yeah.
You're off. Is he the bottom or is he the top? Ricky Martin.
Excuse me?
Excuse me.
Right.
He is verse for sure.
Verse?
Probably,
Why
yeah.
do you think
No.
that?
Because anyone that hot.
Has to be verse in
all
your
right.
mind, right?
There we
Okay.
go. Okay.
I don't think so.
All right.
Wait, didn't you date him?
I went on one date and it was a beard.
Wait. Time. Wait. This is a show.
You went out with Ricky
Let's
Martin?
dole it out. It's like cocaine. You remember your days.
Wow.
We'll cut that in editing.
No,
No, we won't.
Leave it,
No,
leave
no.
it, leave it.
I'm only kidding. This is unedited. All right, elimination. Who are you shagging?
And nappy with the cocaine, you really want me to go next? Like, what the hell is that?
Nobody can follow cocaine
At all, right? So I'm shagging Nick Chopper as well. I kind of did some research, I want to know who I'm trying to give it to and then send on the way. He is young. I want to fill him full of cum and then send him on his way. Like, let's get it on. Don't talk about it. Be out.
Okay.
I want to marry Ricky Martin.
And why?
I want to live La Vida Loca all day, every day. All day,
Wait,
every
are we
day.
going to do this all the way
Second song,
through?
yes.
We're gonna
Oh, yeah.
titles of songs.
And to answer your question, he is a bottom with he shaves his asshole so that way it's nice and pretty and clean for you to play with. So that's my dream.
Wake up.
And so we're gonna push Billy Porter. Yeah, we're gonna put him to the side. We're gonna stop him.
No, wait. Why are you, of all people, rejecting Billy Porter?
So
That's a racial question.
so
You're quick.
Yeah. So Billy is fun,
but
Elimination would come out and he would be tied to the elimination chamber, and he would be left there. Like, there's nothing that I see that we could get on. Like, no.
No.
He's cool.
It's just a no.
It's just a no.
It's just a
nothing.
no.
Does he annoy you like Cal? Like he annoys Cal?
It's not my cup of tea.
Okay.
Okay,
I mean,
that's fair.
So even when he sung, so pause. Let's go back a second. Just so I know, I can share with you that I know what I'm speaking of. Even when he sung true R&B before he came out, even then he wasn't my cup of tea. Like him being,
he has a big national tour coming,
and he was a big R&B guy. Back in the '90s. Yeah, he just wasn't. He wasn't my flavor. So push him on his way.
All right, I understand. And Mark Pettitt, who are you shagging?
They are presented in the correct order. I will do the shag of Ricky Martin, particularly when he has the beard. I do think that he's especially hot with a little
Top or
beard.
bottom?
Bottom.
Yeah, bottom. Okay.
And plus he's local, so that always makes for a good shag.
So-
Short drive.
Right, it's a short drive.
No flight.
In,
nothing
done,
like that.
out.
Billy Porter, I would marry just to have that man's fashion team on call.
Ooh,
Oh, I love that.
Because he is not going to let you go out with him not looking just as good.
Now, here's a funny thing about Mark Pettitt.
singing Barbie.
Mark Pettitt is probably, of the three, from my seat, the closest to Billy Porter because the fashion, the dress, the drag,
fashion.
I just
Mark. Big old queen, girl.
no.
He calling you a big old queen.
While we may not see it, clearly tonight we don't see it.
Oh my God, what is going on?
We see lots of beautiful clothing from Mark Pettitt.
Right? Look at that.
There we
Look at
go.
those shoes from
Okay.
Amazon. I love it.
And aren't we all?
Oh, I thought it was only short people who were flexible, Jonathan.
I didn't say I was flexible.
Oh, okay.
I'm much more excited now that you can put your foot behind your neck.
Yeah.
All right, so
top of bottom for
So yeah,
right.
that's my shag and
He's
marry.
gonna lie.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
And Chop isn't Nikki. I'm just not into the young twinky cute boy look.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was easy.
And Jonathan Casañas?
Well, I'm shagging Mark Pettitt with that flexibility. No, I think this would be in order. I think I would shag Billy Porter just because Billy Porter has to be in my lineup in some way, shape, or form. Just because he's touched me in my life. But I don't think I want him there for forever. So I think a shag is good.
And I'm curious, the shag attraction of Billy Porter. Billy Porter as pose category is, or Billy Porter as Fab from
So I've met Billy
Cinderella?
Porter in 3 different arenas, if you will. The first time I met him, or the first time I knew of him, was when he sang King of the World.
Okay.
And it was an interesting story because he was actually booted off that show later when he took on another role. So he resents that role, but it's actually one of the best songs he's ever done, and it's something that changed my life. So that's the one I prefer. I prefer that, which was like 90s, 2000s.
Okay.
Billy Porter.
And if I could bring you back to something that any other human being would know anything about, Billy Porter in Pose or Billy Porter as Fab in Cinderella. Because nobody knows what you're talking about.
In Pose, for sure. Only because that relates more to my lifestyle in my teen years.
The ballroom scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I knew everything he was saying. I felt, pray tell.
Pray tell.
Yeah.
That's sexy for you.
Yeah, for sure.
And the chop? Or the Mary?
The Mary is going to be, the Latin pop star Ricky Martin. Obviously, he's Latin and Hispanic like I am,
Wait,
so
are
we
you
can talk to each other.
against-
Super discriminatory. I am very racist. I stick to my kind.
Wow.
That's why I'm never invited to the pool party.
I said that I was fucking Billy Porter. I said I was fucking Billy Porter.
By the way, your invitation
I'm not
to celebrate Orgullo's pool party, you're out.
I'm out.
Right?
I don't even really like Ricky Martin that much, to be honest. I think I like him more now than I did before. And I think it's the restraining order he got from his nephew. I think that's hot to me.
Oh my God, that's twice.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Pobrecito, Ricky.
Oh, we have lots of stuff in the game.
Wow.
What we were
So much.
attracted
A lot of
to.
problematic stuff from my
And your
childhood.
chop, tell us
I'm
why.
a chop homeboy. I don't know who he is. I'm sure he's an influencer of some sort. So I'm out. For those
Okay,
reasons, I'm
you're
out.
And I can't remember any of your answers. Have you done yours?
Yes, I went first.
You're inviting the age jokes now.
I remember.
Damn, Bacardi will do it.
Wow.
Bacardi will do it. Thank you, Bacardi.
Okay.
Or
Jeez.
that's that he got stuck in it too.
So I'm saving the person who claims to be a biological woman for last.
Would you like to see?
Oh God!
'Cause I'll show you right now.
Whip it out, Faye. Whip it out.
Oh God!
So is that hairy
Okay.
box.
Wait,
I
I just got all sweaty.
All
All right, Faye, who are you?
Okay.
Who are you shagging?
So I am gonna shaggy Billy Porter and his kinky boots, man. I wanna
Oh,
feel it. I
yeah.
wanna see it. I want him
Good
to
era.
wear them
Kinky
while we
boots.
have sex. Like that's
Yeah.
what I want. That's the Billy Porter that I want. And we won't be talking. So he won't get on my nerves.
No, yeah,
All right.
don't talk.
I'm gonna marry Ricky Martin because hey, I went out with him once and he was like, when we kissed, it felt like I was kissing a cousin. Like it was just really weird. And the fact is that if I marry him, then he'll let me still have the girls and he might let me top him. So it all makes sense, right? I'll have
works
a
out.
great married life.
And you can hook up your brother.
And I can hook up my kinky brother,
Yeah,
of course,
that is-
all
With
day,
his
every
nephew.
day.
With his nephew.
That's incense point is kind of hot, but go on. I'm sorry.
No,
Happy with the nephew.
Well,
He
he's
did
like
none
in
of
his
that.
20s,
He
right?
didn't do any of that.
he didn't do it.
He didn't do any of that. Okay,
I know
and
that. I
and
know
so I'm
that.
chopping Nick Champa because that's like my favorite incense. I don't know, like I just.
Yes, Nog Champa.
You know, Andrew Christian's watching this right now, going, "What in the hell am I involved in?" I just don't understand it. One thing I want to say about Billy Porter. I interviewed Billy Porter,
Of course.
and
Of course, you're going to end up with your.
No, it's a really
was
good
with
story.
Yeah.
when I was interviewing Billy Porter, he was in bed.
Of course, he
And literally, of course he was. And he gave me the stink eye about 25 times because I would ask questions. You know how I am.
Yeah.
And I'd ask questions, and it
You
would
big.
be like, and he would cock his head, and his dreadlocks would go, and then he would answer, and it's like,
Child.
Child.
that's where I learned it. Okay, right. I love Billy Porter. All right. So, with so much shagging, marrying, and chopping, let me remind you of what we absolutely love about Andrew Christian.
It's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. We're dancing close together, making out, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. I can't get enough. Oh, it's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. Time to go home. Don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. We're dancing close together.
Well, thank you, Andrew Christian. Well, that's it. Another week with It's Happening Out. You sat right here at the LGBTQ plus kitchen table as we kiki on the things that we think are important to our community. We invite you to follow our 501c3 nonprofit experiment. Is our LGBTQ plus community important to you? Our mission at Hotspots Magazine, Happening Out Television Network, says we deeply believe it is. We thank you for joining us and taking a little time to have some fun with us. And remember, if it's happening out, or it's important to you, if it's important to you,
here's another shot.
It's happening out. All right.